elephants are the largest and arguably most caring animal of their continent. They are like gentle giants. Elephants are a herd animal. They are known to be very intelligent and care for one another. For example, Asian elephants hug each other with their trunks in times of distress. They stand by their dead herd mates for hours, sometimes even days, in order to mourn them, and they can recognize elephants from their past when reunited with them years later. Elephants are a very intelligent animal, but sadly they are facing a big problem: endangerment. At least 50% of their population has been lost over the last 3 generations. This drastic rate in population loss is due to a few reasons, like habitat loss and deforestation. Another big contributor is the illegal poaching. Another difference between male and female Asian elephants is that males are more likely to develop visible tusks. Some males do not grow visible tusks at all. In females, the tusks are called tushes. Female Asian elephant tushes usually don't protrude past 2 inches. Elephant tusks evolved from elongated incisor teeth. This is why, like many animal teeth, tusks are made from ivory. Tusks are an important tool for elephants. They serve many purposes, like digging, ripping bark off of trees, and moving heavy things. Tusks are also used to fight or protect themselves or their herd mates. Sadly, due to poachers who are looking to steal and sell ivory, the evolutionary advantage of elephant tusks has become more of a disadvantage.
One of the reasons ivory is expensive is the decorative value in piano keys, organ keys, handles, and small objects. Ivory is also heavily present in electrical devices, advanced aircraft, and radar electrical equipment. Ivory is very commonly used as a Chinese medical ingredient due to its high amounts of calcium phosphate. Ivory fetches around $1,500 per pound due to the high demand in China. As you can see, ivory is very useful, and you can see why there's such a high demand for it. International trade of elephant ivory is banned. The ban was introduced in 1975 for Asian elephants and 1989 for African elephants as a result of unsustainable elephant poaching in the 1970s and 80s. However, investing in law enforcement isn't enough. Poverty plays the biggest role in perpetrating the illegal trade. There tended to be more poaching in areas with higher poverty density, leading researchers to suggest the decline in poaching will not be sustainable without a decline in poverty. The relationship between elephants and financial strain isn't seen only in poaching. Last month, Botswana removed its elephant hunting ban, partially in an effort to monetize conservation efforts. Zimbabwe made $2.7 million after selling more than 90 elephants to China and Dubai. To put it simply, until the people are living in better conditions, elephants will continue to be targeted. The supply for ivory, which poachers get from the elephant's tusks, is always low, but when demand is high, more people try to meet that demand. China banned all trade of ivory in 2017, which may have helped blunt the demand. But trade and poaching bans in China and Africa have also had the negative effect of driving the value of ivory up. Researchers have also said that law enforcement in the areas can be inadequate in the face of thriving illegal markets, and police corruption compounds the problem. Between 2006 and 2015, around 100,000 African elephants were lost from the wild, mainly due to poaching, and between 2007 and 2014, 30% of Africa's savanna's elephants were lost. The WWF estimate that around 20,000 African elephants are being killed each year for their ivory. That's an average of 55 a day.
Animal poaching should be stopped for a variety of reasons, which I'm about to explain to you now. First, protecting the world, wildlife, and the global environment is essential and should concern everyone who lives on this earth. Protecting the world, wildlife, and the global environment is essential, and to avoid the extinction of some species, especially elephants, we must act now. We believe that animals can't be exploited and threatened. They must be protected and they have a right to live free in their natural habitats. Poaching is a threat not only for elephants and other animals, but for the whole global community. Wildlife crime is a huge business led by dangerous, international, illicit organizations. Wildlife are trafficked like illegal drugs and weapons, and it is very difficult to obtain reliable figures for the value of this illegal traffic. Experts estimate that it runs into hundreds of millions of dollars. 1 kilo of ivory is worth about 1,000 US dollars. But how much does the life of an elephant cost? To tackle poaching is essential to give a strong international response. Now you may ask, why is it important to take action against poaching? Well, to protect wildlife. Each 15 minutes an elephant dies because of poaching. At this rate, most elephants will be extinct by 11 years. How can we protect the wildlife from poaching? Well, direct protection in the parks with rangers and local authorities. In many parks, rangers patrol the territory to protect wildlife and the environment. However, they often do not have enough means to control these wide territories and to discourage poachers. Often, rangers' weapons are useless against poachers, as they are better equipped and ruthless. In many African and Asian countries, rangers die after armed conflict with poachers. Water scarcity periods, elephants are killed by poachers. Often, they kill the mothers for the tusks and leave the baby elephants in the bush alone. Those babies cannot survive without the mother. They die after a few days, attacked by predators for hunger, thirst, or other natural reasons. The only chance is to be found by a rescue center. In these cases, the baby elephant is raised by the vet and when possible is brought back in a herd. To fight cooperation and support law enforcement. Ivory price is about 1,000 US dollar /kg, so it is a high, profitable, illicit traffic. Ivory trade is illegal since 1989, and many African Asian countries have high fines and penalties for criminals. However, there are often cases of corruption and cooperation with the traffickers, as well within government authorities and politicians. Raising awareness within the local communities is very important, as often local communities are unaware about this issue and the possibility of extinction for the elephants, as the locals cooperate with the poachers in exchange of money or elephant meat. Local people and tribe members help the hunters find the herds in the savannah. Sometimes it takes several days of walk. Then they have to kill the animal and taking back the ivory and the meat to the village. This is a difficult mission, and the assistance from the local people is really helpful for hunters. Raising awareness within the international community. International ivory trade serves mostly Asian markets, in particular the Chinese one. Destroying and boycotting ivory products is the most effective way to stop this elite activity and save the animals. The best way to tackle transnational crimes is the international cooperation among governments, NGOs, and local communities.
All the other king, get a pump and a kid to the run back. the run. I'm throw my gun. And the other king, get a pump and a kid with the run, better run. Faster than my ballet. And the other king, get a pump and a kid with the run.